back, everyone. I guess let's just jump straight back in. So we were in the cabin, and we were about to... Hang on, Lauren. Just grabbed the valve. We were about to exit and Alright, and Leon wasn't doing the best. He wasn't doing the worst either. Yellow caution status. So I think I showed off at the end of the last stream. Opening this door has 2 zombies come in, and well, they're not friendly. You can't go out that door. I don't think anything happens if you try to open it open it again. I think it's just like disabled. And so that's like the only time in the whole series where there's like a door fake out, basically. Interestingly. Nobody really knows why they didn't do it again. Especially in RE3 with the Nemesis. A lot of people seemed to think that that would have been a good opportunity to do a little fake out with the player. Let you think you're going through a door, and then immediately sabotage your expectations with an encounter with the dreaded Nemesis. Anyway, how's everybody doing this evening? I'm an hour later than I wanted to start streaming, unfortunately, but I have most of tomorrow off of work. Just as part of my part-time job, I pretty much always have Friday off, which is nice, but I am going in for a tiny bit tomorrow, just about an hour, and I'm also expecting some handyman to come. I see, Lauren. Yeah, well, I'm glad too then. It's always great to have you on the stream, and I know we've had some trouble catching each other recently. Alright, this is the crow hallway with all the crows. I am glad that crows haven't come back, but they are kind of... They're a bad enemy, but I do like the way that they're used in RE4. Alright, actually, I want to go in here. Leon is hurt. Leon is hurt. We're gonna fix Leon, don't worry. We have the technology. Gotta do some inventory management. He's fine. Don't worry. How many... I don't remember how many shotgun shells I have, but I don't really want to waste any. Although you do get a lot. I've used a few more than I intended to, because I couldn't remember if RE2 is one of the games where you can effectively do the upward shotgun shot, and it is. Alright. Not too much waste there. Here's the helicopter we just put out. This is Leon A. Claire B. Oh, and I want to clarify last night. I was really wrong. Runch was mentioning that I was for some reason thinking that you immediately go into the Leon A story on the PlayStation version, but that's not right. Runch mentioned that it's actually like a physical selection with the disc. Like, depending on which disc you put in determines which character you play as first. So I could have started as Claire first, which I was going to do Claire A, but it doesn't matter. The diamond key. And what's this? A woman relief. A woman relief. There's a hole about the size of a fist. Well, we got both the things that are gonna go in there. So yeah, I was wrong. I forgot because it's been a long time since I played this game. Tyrannos the Brave revives with two lights, and we have those 2 lights. There's a disc swapping, and that's all you have to do. And I just also forgot that was a feature of the PS3. It makes sense, but a women, says Helmet Condenser. There we go. We got the 2 lights shining on Tyrannos. His chest opens. Sorry, just grabbing a bit of relief from some seltzer. Yeah, cool. And we get the king plug. So we're done with this room. And I think for the most part, well, not entirely, we're fairly done with this side of the building. We don't need to go back out there for any reason. Don't need to go back into the crow hallway, I don't think. Now's a good time to dump some things. So mainly, put this here. Do I want to keep shotgun shells on me? I might want to. I'll just keep them on me. I'll make a quick save. Just because. We haven't really done all that much, but... So, now we've gotten the diamond key. Our next stop is any door that offers access, or only grants us access through the use of a diamond shaped key. Let me think. We are on the 2nd floor, and there are 2 immediate doors I can think of. I'm gonna go through with the diamond key. Double check the map really quickly. So on the 2nd floor, I don't think there are any doors that we need to unlock. On the 1st floor, however, there are several. So I think the first one, we'll go over this way first. Have you played this game, Homie Condenser? I feel like we've talked about it before. Many people have. Quite popular. You might know this. Everyone in the chat may know that this game is pretty popular. Fun fact. That makes sense too. It is, again, a pretty popular game, and it is a pretty popular... Oh, actually, I can pick something up here that I didn't know about, because I haven't played this game enough. Some more H-gun bullets hidden behind the statue. So, here's another thing I didn't mention, but I'm playing with the... Obviously, I'm playing the DualShock version because that's the version that's on the PSN. But what you may not know is that I am not using the sticks typically. Well, the stick. You don't actually have the use of the second stick. I'm I'm not using the stick, mainly because I, good room for the shotgun. That's probably one extra bullet that I needed to use, but that's okay. Because we're about to get one more in here. Some more shotgun shells anyway. I think I would say I know more about RE1 than 2 as well on the condenser. He's gonna come out? Where is he? There he is. Oh, he grabbed me. I was worried about that. Oh, there's 2 of them. Alright. Well, we don't really need this film. Oh man, I'm in caution again. Alright, I'm just gonna leave these 2. Oh, we could probably actually grab the film. Nope, maybe not. Whatever. There's film back there that we can develop, but it really just gives you some context for the game. And that's all that's in this room. And yeah, the shotgun hitbox in RE2 is pretty ridiculous. Alright. So now we should be more than one hit above fine, but it varies. Okay. Let's grab these. Let's grab this little fun memo. Memo to Leon. Leon S. Kennedy. Congratulations on your assignment to the Raccoon City Police Department. We all look forward to having you as a part of our team and promise to take good care of you. Welcome aboard from all the guys of the RPD. But only the guys. None of the women were excited for Leon's arrival. Oh, that's funny, Onlarin. A little, maybe a little distressing, depending on how young you were, because RE1 is definitely actually kind of a scary game. So our poor friend Martin here is resurrected. He's also a little fast, if you notice. Oh. And he's down. Goodbye, Martin. Actually, sorry. His name is Marvin. Goodbye, Marvin. And we get our second key. Well, actually, I think it's our third key. We get our second key for the time being. The aptly named art key. I don't think there's any more items in this office. Nope, doesn't seem that way. Let's see. I have played most of the mainline Resident Evil games. I've played through all of Resident Evil 1, both the original and the remake. Actually, I played the director's cut and the remake. And I played through some of Resident Evil 2, not terribly far into it. I think mostly just the main thing I remember was I played a demo kiosk of Resident Evil 3 and played the arranged mode where Jill starts out with or the easy mode where Jill starts out with like an M4 assault rifle, which, as you can imagine, makes that a little bit easier. Let's go get rid of this diamond key real quick. I see. Oh, he's dead. Dead again. Alright, and there's actually like kind of a lot of zombies out here. should be able to sneak around some of these other ones, but I got a lot of handgun bullets, so I don't really care about just... And I'm just gonna... Oh, what? Ah, she's awake! We probably aren't gonna... No, we go. Alright, cool. Let's just... Key is useless. Discard? Yes. Discard. Alright. And I think that's everybody. Club. That's a club key. Okay. There's a red. Herb there. And I played totally through Resident Evil 4. Played through Resident Evil 5. Did not play all the way through Resident Evil 6. And I pretty much don't ever plan to. Nothing special on the shelf. Yep, and that's the only thing in here. We do need what's in the other room, as you could see through the... I didn't check the message, but Leon refers to this as a magic mirror. Oh my gosh. Yes, I will probably never touch RE6 again ever either. I really feel like I should give it another chance, but like... I don't know. How much space do I have left? Space for one more item. Then let's grab the first aid spray. And then come back. Resident Evil 6 was so bad. There are people that like... I wouldn't say they defend it, but they say it's actually fun and playable, but I don't know. It was so not good. Onlaran, if you have the capability, I recommend playing through RE4. It is, I think, well worth the playthrough. It still holds up really well, even after all this time. Shoot. Where is he? Oh, there he is. RE4 is extremely replayable. It's so fun. You know, I think that Resident Evil 1 through 3 are also very fun. I like them a lot. I think Resident Evil 2 and 3 are pretty replayable. And your opinion, excuse me, might vary on which one you think is more replayable. Leon looking cool. But Resident Evil 4 is just... I don't know. There's something about it. They hit on a pretty rare and exact combination of factors to make the game feel very fun and very replayable without... and age very well. And not every game, especially like a 3D action game, has done that. There are a lot of 3D, especially third-person action games, that have not aged well just because of shifts in ideas about control schemes and like paradigms for like interface interaction. Yeah, I've been reading about how RE3 has like random elements that annoy speedrunners, which I think is really funny. Not because I have anything against speedrunners, it's just funny. Like, I think that makes the game way more replayable, but it makes it harder to play because you can't memorize everything. And if you don't know, Onlaran, Resident Evil 3 has like randomized like enemy spawns, randomized some randomized like item drop locations. Gonna do a quick reorganization. So like that makes the game actually like more replayable, but yeah, for speedrunning, not as easy because you have to deal with actual randomness, which of course speedrunners tend to hate. All right. So we have this cord, and most people seem to put the cord in the hallway outside of the room we were just in, on the other side. And I don't actually know where the best place to put it is, honestly. I'm gonna go against what I did in my actual playthrough and put it there. Right now. However, I can also just entirely avoid this hallway. That's the reason I didn't put it there in my playthrough, because the liquor is still there, and I don't really want to. I can completely skirt around this entire area. There's nothing in this hallway that I need, without having to tempt the liquor. And so to me, it seemed more practical to put it in the other hallway where it's usable. But maybe this hallway is more useful? I'm not sure. So the liquor is right up there. You can see and hear it. This is where you could place the cord, and it will bring down security shutters, because later on a bunch of zombies will burst in. Does this affect Claire B? Oh, you're probably right, actually. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put it here. That's actually a good call, because I didn't even think about that. Because Claire doesn't even really have to go over to the other side. She doesn't have to go through the parking lot. She can, I think, in B, but so I never actually I never finished Resident Evil 2. I never finished any playthroughs of it. Mostly because I think when I was playing it, I was renting it. And also I was a scaredy cat as a child. And even well into my young adult years, I was just sometimes too scared to play video games. Even games that were not really that scary. There would just be parts where I would be like, I don't want to do this, and I just wouldn't touch them for a long time. That happened sort of with Ocarina of Time, but I eventually got over it. That was mostly with the Under the Well and the Forest Temple, where I was just too much of a baby to complete them for a long time. So I went as far as I could into the Forest Temple to get the bow, and then I just didn't come back until it was the last temple I had to finish. Surprisingly, I played through Silent Hills 1 and 2. 2 I mostly got through because I just used a guide the whole time. So this is the other place we could have put the cord, and zombies will also come through this area. The club key is required. I also like that, Alarin. When we get to RE3 eventually, so the door animations are pretty much the same, but we will learn that 2 more dogs out here. Oop. Oh, that was my mistake. Oh, whoops. Not good. Good thing I picked up that herb. I thought there were 2 dogs out here. It looks like there's only 1. Maybe the other one, like, ran away. Wasting ammo. It's okay. Right. Well, we don't need to, maybe we'll just risk the dogs instead of killing them. Pick up this map. Hello, map. There we go. Basement 1 map. We'll just risk the dogs. So here's a puzzle. It's a pretty easy puzzle. So it's just telling you have to set all of these switches. You can set them up or down, 36 or 14. So the typical solution is up, down, up, down. You can also do up, up, down, up, down. There's a couple different solutions, but up, down, I think is the fastest. I'm not sure. So that activates the card reader. We don't have the card yet. That is the card reader for the weapon storage room. Oops, I didn't mean to go through that door. That's alright. So this area is totally unnecessary. It leads to a save room. There's a memo in there, and I think some ink ribbons, but you don't really need to go there. There's also some handgun ammunition right here. We're about to get jumped. Oh, we dodged though. Oh, got at us. Uh-oh. We actually probably should use that now. Okay. Wow. Getting comboed by dogs. I have not played RE7 actually. Man, I took a ton of damage from those dogs. That was a waste of healing items. Like, that's sad. That's really bad. Should not have gotten that taken out by them. I should have just killed them. It would have been easier, especially since we're gonna have to go through there. Who could this be?
When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
It's a little funny that she says that she thought Leon might be another zombie, considering Leon doesn't look...
And what are you doing here?
Leon is not actually wearing a typical RPD uniform.
For some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside. If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
I think you're right, helmet condenser. Alright, we'll help her in a moment. First we'll grab this green herb. So we're getting pretty close to the parts of the game that I'm like not really familiar with, other than having like watched it a little bit. See there, Leon was able to move the truck a little bit by himself. He probably could have taken care of all of that by himself. Just looking for her boyfriend. Nothing of note there. Just a second, sorry. Actually, I'll leave you with the tunes. Wait, did the music stop? No, it's back. So yeah, this is Ada Wong, who will go on to be a very important recurring character throughout the Resident Evil series. I guess important might be debatable, but I mean, she does play a significant role, but how much she shows up varies.
Ada, wait!
She's always around, hanging around Leon. They have a little bit of a thing going on. Lauren says, because I've seen Chris punch a boulder, I'm imagining that Leon is able to move that truck with its parking brake on. Yeah, I mean, you're probably not wrong. Leon is not as strong as Chris, but he's not weak. He's no slouch. I mean, it's hard to say. Like, she does a lot of like background stuff. That's mostly what Ada's whole thing is, or Ada's whole thing is. She's an important background character, and she's always doing stuff in the shadows. She plays a pretty significant role in 4, at least as far as like being I forget what the term is, but you know, it's like a secondary character who drives the plot along, but is not essential to the plot.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right?
She plays the same role here.
Now.
Like, literally the same role, except she shows up way more.
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
Is this the guy?
Ben, you told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella, based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
Raccoon City is somewhere in the northeast. That's
Like I
it.
said,
It's like, it could be anywhere from, realistically, it could be anywhere from about
get out of here before you
New
leave it
York
right
to like probably Connecticut,
Hey, I'm not
I would
going
say.
anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
I guess if you really want to like
Do you
make a
even
case
know
for
how to
where
get out of
Raccoon
the
City
city?
is, given that they're zombie games that owe a lot to like the Living Dead series, it could be like Pittsburgh or Philly, because that's where a lot of the Living Dead movies take place and or were shot.
Alright, I'm going.
Or, well, of the Dead. Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. Alright. So, he'll tell us again where we need to go.
There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
It won't be easy. It's Jersey City. It could very well be Jersey City. Never been to Jersey City, so I don't know. Driven past it on my way to New York City. So this is our next stop. Now, there is like an herb down here, but it's not really required to go get it. There's 2 dogs. I don't think there's any real reason to fight them. It's just sort of a waste of ammo. Especially if you don't need the items. I think there's a blue herb in that cell, and I think a red herb at the back. So we're just gonna go down the ladder. Spiders. So it's pretty much never worth it to fight the spiders. Oh. Uh-oh. Except, like, right here when it's literally in my way. I may actually just kill this one because it's right in the way. Oh my gosh, it's gonna kill me. Great. So it may actually have been worth it to go get that red herb, because now we're in caution. Storage, septic pool. Sealed firmly shut. Oh dear, says Helen Condenser. Yes, oh dear. Spiders are really easy to avoid, and I just am not good at this game. I'm good at dodging the zombies, but there's a lot of the enemies I just haven't really dealt with. There's blue herb here. We do want to get that, just in case. We're not in like a terrible situation, but... Are there any items in here? Nope. I think we have another green herb though, so we may as well pull that out, chomp it down, and make a safety save. And we could probably just throw this in there too. I really should have a lot more healing items, but playing a little fast and loose, mostly for the stream. Ooh, still in caution. Maybe should have used a yellow herb, or sorry, not a yellow herb. Used a double herb. Possibly even made it a triple herb. Alright. Worst case, I can just go back to save 5 and play through again without being so terrible. Like, not getting comboed by the dogs, not getting eaten by the spider. Actually, we need the valve handle, I think. Yeah, I don't think they ever explicitly detail where Raccoon City is, and I don't think any of the games give you a real sense of what the geography is like in any given place, as far as like the United States is concerned, except the one movie is at an airport that I think you sort of figure out where it's supposed to be. Oh, okay. We don't need the valve handle, I don't think. We just need the plugs. So, is it all 4? We don't have all 4, right? We have 3. King plug, rook plug, bishop, knight. There goes Ada.
Ada? I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD. It's a dead end.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll go and check.
I'm guessing Ada doesn't want to go to the police station when she says go upstairs, but... I don't know if you'd ever be able to truly comprehend what the thinking was behind some of these puzzles without just directly asking the people that designed them. I literally have no idea what the thinking is behind like the chest-shaped rook, chest-shaped pieces. Although I think it is actually still connected to the police department, so it's still just a decadent Baroque thing that the chief is into. Browning HP, manufactured by FN, Belgium. So they say that it's manufactured by FN, but it is a Browning high power. And it's like a combination of some parts of an FN. I forget which type of FN pistol. The handle mostly, and then the Browning upper. Like the receiver and the slide are like definitely that, like a high power. So now we're playing as Ada too. Picture taken fairly recently. Actually, if you're interested, excuse me. If you're interested on Learn, I can link to a. This is not a Resident Evil 2. Let me just pull this up real quick and link it in the chat. Not Resident Evil 2, but Resident Evil 3. A speedrunner, Carcinogen, did a live commentary with the director of Resident Evil 3. Sorry, you might hear some audio from my desktop. I'm gonna just mute my desktop audio so I don't actually accidentally blast your ears with any unwanted audio. So there might be Resident Evil 3 by and large has different puzzles. They're much simpler for the most part, and again they're partially randomized. So it won't be as applicable as like Resident Evil 2 and 1, but you might might give you some interesting insight. The director of this game of 3 is not the same person that directed previous 2 games. All right, on with the game. The person that directed this game is actually Hideki Kamiya of Platinum Games Clover fame. So, director for games like Bayonetta, Wonderful 101. And was also involved in writing some of the scenario as well, I believe. Right, yeah, there's the Devil May Cry thing. And then Shinji Mikami directed the first game. This is a map. Box puzzles. Classic. But how do we make it go? And then I think Shinji Mikami came back for came back to direct RE4. I don't know who directed 5, because I think by that time Mikami was gone. So, do not want to get eaten by this dog. Do not eat me. There's actually no reason to conserve ammo with Ada, I don't think. I don't know why I'm bothering. She's also tougher than Leon, jeez. Hello, thank you. Let's just kill these dogs. I don't see any reason to keep them around. It only takes like 5 shots, I think. Alright, no more dogs. Very good. Okay. So that's the way I came. So we need to do this box puzzle. Alright, now we're basically at the point where I'm sort of doing a blind playthrough, because I haven't watched a ton of this game, even though I have sort of watched a ton of it. Right. There we go. I was trying to remember how to get down here. Ada, please. Whoops, did I mess up? No, I don't think I did. What happened here? What did I do? One thing that will be nice to finally get in RE3 is the quick turn mechanic, which I briefly mentioned. Nothing in that drain. Sad. Seems like a perfect place to hide an item. Is the quick turn, which is like pressing like back up and then the run button at the same time. You do a quick turn, which you can't do in this game. Instead, you just back up. But I would recommend, I think, pretty much all of the Resident Evil games except 6. Also 5 I probably wouldn't recommend, honestly. It's got some, like, it's racist. There's no other way to say it. Resident Evil 5 has got some problems with racism. It is not unfun to play, but it's tone deaf as far as that goes. And Resident Evil 6 is just a disaster. I really feel like I should try to play through Leon's campaign at some point. But also, I also need to play Resident Evil 7 at some point. But, okay, so there's nothing for me to do here. I guess I just need to go back to Leon. There's parts of Resident Evil 7 that don't appeal to me that much, like... I'm interested in playing a first-person survival horror game, but also I'm more into third-person for survival horror, and I miss the classic types of Resident Evil zombie enemies, zombie-type enemies. They don't have to actually be zombies, but
Leon, can you hear me?
Resident Evil 7
Ada,
does seem very good,
did you
and I
find anything?
do at some point want to play through it.
Right here.
But I'm interested in where Resident Evil is going next as a series,
In
because
fact, here's one more.
I hope that they just stop co-op, or just have it as a thing you can do
I can't reach
but
the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way
is
around.
not
I'll
required.
catch up with you later.
Even in the sense that like you have a co-op partner, because it just makes more sense if you want the games to be scary,
Ada, wait!
which eventually they weren't really trying to be. If you just don't have a partner, like having a partner kind of undercuts all the horror. That's my personal opinion, though. Alright, so we got shotgun shells. We got... Oh, let's go to storage. Got the key, got shotgun shells. Let's put this back. Let's see. So I don't think there's anything we're gonna have to deal with on the way back that's really gonna make us need... Well, I'll take it for safety. I will grab this because we're not gonna probably have the key in our inventory for super long. I would say too that if you're interested in playing the Resident Evil games and you haven't before, Resident Evil Remake is, oh, that's not good, quite good game and well worth playing. I believe the HD remake also offers quote unquote 2D controls. Which means that they're not tank controls. You don't. The tank controls are easier to navigate fixed angles with generally, but you're much more nimble with the control setup of press the direction, go that direction, to the point where it almost trivializes certain things. Probably not in a bad way either. It just makes the games, I think, easier to play. But you also have the option to just use the classic control scheme, so it's not like you're forced to do either. Just checking for items real quick. And I think that's a good improvement. So that makes the game more accessible for everyone. Oh, liquors, huh? More than one liquor. Alright. It's a good thing I brought that. Oh, he almost got me. He's trying. Let's actually examine this so that we know it's the club key. What will we find beyond this door? Well, it looks like a little TV room. A paper more than a week old. Leon gripes. Sure, I'll take an ink ribbon. Nothing in the locker. Nothing useful. His throat and abdomen have been torn out. Ah, the Magnum. Very nice. Watchman's Diary. This isn't a club at all. So this is a real quick journal about presumably the person we're standing over. Going in the clock tower, getting yelled at by the chief. Talking to a scrapyard keeper named Thomas, and it's a really similar diary to the RE1 Itchy Tasty diary. So he talks about playing chess with him and how sickly Thomas is starting to look. Like he looks like the Walking Dead. Thomas's appetite is increasing. Didn't look healthy. Finally, they call off a game because Thomas is just so ill. And also, this poor watchman has not been feeling himself either. So, is there anything else here? Let's check out this Magnum. So there you go. We get a Magnum pistol, which this watchman for some reason has. Where's the other clip key? So we're gonna deposit that. We're not gonna be carrying that around with us, because it is. Well, it might be worth using on the liquors, but it seems like a waste of Magnum ammo. So what is the other club key? So there are going to probably be some new enemies showing up in certain places, because we've gotten as far as we have. How much handgun ammo do I have? I have a lot of handgun ammo. This zombie is still here. I'm going to just put him down. Alright, caution as we embark on the next leg of our journey. The main hall is always safe. Oops. By the way, how's my audio sound? Is it still sounding good? Getting any crackling? It's been about an hour. First time last night when I streamed, the audio started crackling at around a half hour, and then the second time it started at around an hour. Okay, sounds good. That's good to know. So where's the other... Where's that other door? Ah, okay. Well, thanks for letting me know, Onlearn. Yep, if you hear anything, just give me a holler, and do my best. Made some tweaks. Hopefully things are resolved. My suspicion, along with Helmet Condenser, who is offering me some troubleshooting advice, is that it's an OBS problem. I'm not going to get too much into the details, but that's probably what it is. I still need to double check some of my setup, but I suspect it is OBS and not anything that I'm using that. Oh, okay, that's Leon. Okay, I'm trying to get around him. How much? No, okay, I'll leave that red herb there. This room is a mess. Got some film. Yeah, we'll take the film. Hopefully I don't run out of inventory space. Picture of a man on a carriage. Something is on the wheel. Light the queen, the king, and the jack. Then the carriage will start running. Let the queen, the king, and the jack. That's the command we've been given. This is the conference room. It's actually in the RE2 remake demo that everyone's been playing, including myself. You can see that it's totally messed up. The conference room is actually they've changed the layout slightly, and the conference room is actually one of the first places you go. So I believe it's this order. The queen, the king, and the jack. Yeah. The reason that any of these puzzles exist is in the police station is solely because of the chief. Let's take a look at this old cog wheel. Gold plated. Looks like a large clock cog. Wow, we're rich. You're gonna spend all of our money in Raccoon City. The liquor is still in that interrogation room. For some reason we want to head in. Yeah, there's a few diaries and journals you can find talking about the chief and his wasteful spending, and essentially he was I don't think he was budgeting it. He was basically pouring his personal money into making the police station this way. I'm sure like the actual architecture was him, but like he was buying art pieces and statues and putting them in and making all these puzzles and I guess like, oh, that's a liquor. There's a real question about whether the chief you know, yeah, so he wasn't just funneling taxpayer money into his own obsession. Let's see. Let's make a safety save. But essentially, like, is he smart? Are these puzzles smart? They're not really smart. They're just complex. And even then, a lot of them aren't actually that complex. Like, a lot of them are not even... They're not puzzles. They're just, like... They're barely disguised, like... Just barely disguised... Ah, man, I'm just blanking on the word. Barely disguised, like, metaphors. Not even metaphors. Right. Oh, shoot. Hold on, I'm gonna reset this room. Yeah, a lot of them are time wasters. Like, a lot of it was to obscure things that just shouldn't have been integrated into the police station at all, which probably would have saved a lot of the effort if the chief just hadn't done them. If the chief just, in order to cover his misdeeds, had just had some sense of personal, professional, and you know, secret, like, compartmentalization or separation. How many shotgun shells do I have? I got 20. Let's try and kill this liquor because it's actually going to be kind of a hindrance. Oh, it got me. We got it. Not too bad. Crackling in the game audio, you say? Damn. Hiding and then showing? Okay. Did that do anything? When you say disabling, enabling, I'm not really sure what you mean. Change on the hiding. So it's definitely on the game audio and not my audio. Okay. Alright, just a second. Did that do anything? Did it go down and come back? I didn't really. Oh, I didn't mean to walk into that scene. Became worse? Okay. Interesting. Huh, I'm getting... Oh, never mind. Actually, I'm getting weird mic readings. Yeah, one of the channels is... Yeah, let me do that. Hello? So I'm getting what looks like a weird, actually a weird audio output in OBS. One channel is very high and the other one is very low, except when I'm talking. So that's the channel that's crackling, I think. Alright, sorry everyone, I am gonna take the stream down. Oh, well, is there still crackling? Because the mic audio fixed itself in OBS. But now it's at a... Oh, Now I'm getting frame drops. Audio is like way high now. It looks like it spiked for some reason. So is the crackling really bad? Crackle on both channels? Okay. I'm gonna take the stream off and I'll be right back.